please.
So right now as I'm having the conversation with you, okay, as I'm interacting with you, you can unmute yourself and then please turn off your hey. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. Please, how many groups do I have here?
Please come again.
How many groups do I have here? I'm supposed to have 3 groups here and I'm asking. So
we have about 3 groups here. Techiman,
Zenith,
and Riverview.
all right. So may I know the course reps for each center? Course reps for each center. So you can start with Techiman. You not
please, we have no idea yet.
You don't have any course rep for now?
No, please.
Okay, but Madam Florence, please, which center are you talking from?
Zenith.
And then would you like to be the course rep for Zenith?
Zenith.
Please, we don't know our members yet.
Hello, Madam Florence.
Yes, madam.
Can you hear me?
Yes, please.
So I was asking a question. So I want a course rep from each center.
Okay. I can.
So you'll be the course
Yes,
rep for
ma'am.
that center.
Yes, ma'am.
And then who would like to be a course rep for this month?
Hello, please. It's only food and cheche students.
Hello, Rebecca.
Yes, please. Is there anybody doing food and nutrition here?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yes, please. I'm doing food and nutrition.
Yes.
I thought I lost my way. That's what I said.
For your center.
Pardon?
Do you want to be the course rep for your
No,
center?
no.
Hey,
No.
why no?
No. No.
Hey, why?
Man. Fine, you can just tell me that, madam, I want to do it. Teachman.
Techiman, we are here to decide on our course rep.
All right. So, okay, by the end of the class, you will surely get a course rep, and then I want the course rep to DM me so that I'll send you the slides and the course outlines. Okay, and some other reading.
Definitely, we will do that. We will do that.
All right, and then the last group. Is that Riverview, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Riverview.
Yes, madam.
So who wants to be the course rep for Riverview?
Madam, please, we want Madam Portia.
Madam Portia.
Yes, please, madam. Please, Madam Portia.
Oh, okay. So I think I have my Florence for now who has accepted that should be the course rep for her center. So please, if we are done with the class just DM and then I'll send you the course outline and then the other slides materials I'll be using for this blog.
Okay.
All right. So Madam Alice.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you okay with your camera on like that?
Am I what?
Are you okay with your camera on?
Yes.
So your video will be on. I would like you to turn it off for us.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Madam Alice.
Hello.
Yes, hello, Madam Rebecca.
Please, I would like to ask a question.
I'm listening.
Please, our course reps that you would send the slides and the rest to. How would they know if I'm doing home economics and I'm at Zenith? How would they know me and then send me to?
Oh, okay. So this is how the previous um your things were doing. Okay, they have a group for each center.
Okay.
So Zenith, all Zenith students have a group where they share their information. So it can
Okay.
be any course. So once you are part of the group and then they receive it from the facility,
Okay.
they are not hard copies, they are all soft copies.
Okay. Okay.
So you
Thank
just
you.
yourself. You're welcome. Your first meeting, so this is the first meeting, so you haven't even have a class. See, we are working with people, so sometimes my end it has the class. So just call my number and then tell me that. So if you hear me talking, if you don't hear me talking, you just wait for a while and then call to see if it's related to Okay, thank you very much. So let's all. I think the feedback's interrupting. Let's mute. Let's mute our backgrounds. Let's check our microphones. So that is going to be, it's 4 hours. And I know you have like 10 minutes break in 2 o'clock. I am asking, when we get there, should I give you the break? Or you want me to use like 2 hours, 30 minutes or maximum 3 hours? Then that's why I usually do my class. I use like 2 hours or 3 hours. And I give you the rest of the 1 hour to have interactions among like discuss with your friends, with your mates, and then if you need at any different time, not this class hour time. So how do you want it? You want me to give you the rest of the hours for yourself?
Madam Dennis, please, I think you should finish.
And the whole class.
You should
Okay, I'll mute
finish
yourself
with
and then
your
talk.
lectures and then you give us the rest of the time to do our discussions. My suggestion.
That's what Madam Florence is saying. I want another view from any other person.
I second what.
Yeah, I think I side with what she said.
Please, I didn't hear you, Madam Kusia.
I side with what she's saying. I think we should finish with your lecture, then we can continue and do the discussion.
All right. Does anyone has a different idea?
No, madam. We
Okay,
seconded
then
with
it's
our
fine for
friends.
me, and then it's fine here. So I'll finish my class and then give you the rest of the hours for yourself.
Thank you.
Please, I hear no, madam. Can you see my screen? I'm sharing my screen. Can you all see my screen?
No.
Not yet, madam.
Hello.
Hello, madam.
No, please, we can't see your screen.
We can't see your screen.
All right. Can you see now? Can you see now?
No.
Yes.
We can
You
see.
can see now.
Now we can see. Madam, please, we can see.
I thank you for the feedback. So now we can all mute our backgrounds. Okay, let's turn off our microphones and then we start the class. So you can put in your class group. Okay, you don't have a class group right now, but if you know a friend who is not here at this moment, you can call that person and tell them that we started a class. So this is EVT113D, Foundations of Home Economics. And at the end of the class, I'll send the course outline to the course reps to give it to you. So I'll just be reading through the course with you, the course outline with you, and then we move on to our discussion. So the course description, the course aims at socializing individuals into the field of home economics in order that students have better commitment to the home economics profession, the culture, and the community. It also aims at orienting students with a positive home economics identity that will enable them directly and positively influence others in the modern society. So this will be achieved through examination of various definitions and then critical reflections on the historical developments of the field as a means of understanding the philosophic basis. The scope as well, the vision of the home economics also explores career opportunities for home economics with graduates in the 21st century. What are the teaching and learning strategies? Delivery of this course will be solely online. Okay. And then let's move on to the objectives of this study. So by the end of this course, students will be able to examine the various definitions of home economics, and then the implications of the definition as a field of study. And then we will trace the historic developments by home economics as a field of study with special reference to Ghana, our country, because we are in Ghana, we will make a special reference to Ghana and some few other selected countries. And then we will examine the philosophic basis, the scope and vision of home economics as a professional field of study. And then also we will establish the need for home economics in contemporary life. And the third point will be explore the various career opportunities that are available to us as home economics. So objectives based on transferable skills. So at the end of this course, the students should be able to demonstrate skills of independent research, reflection and communication through completion of written assignments, and then demonstrate skills of systematic interrogation and interpretation of text and other resources, make informed judgment based on selected data, work as part of a group, and engage constructively in discussion and constructive argument during discussion. Manifest a high degree of responsibility in meeting agreed deadline for tasks. So this is with code. We are not doing written assignments. Okay, we are not doing written assignments, but there will be series of discussions on this page. Let's move on to the contents of this course. We have unit 1, unit 6. So unit 1, we'll be talking about the nature of home economics as a field of study, where we will identify some of the definitions and then we explain the definitions. And then in unit 2, we talk about the historical development of home economics as a field of study with reference to our country. Unit 3, we talk about the philosophy and scope of home economics, the philosophical basis, talk about the focus, the vision, and the objectives of our profession. Unit 4, we move on to the inter and the multidisciplinary nature of home economics as a field of study. Unit 5, home economics education in contemporary life. Then we end with the career opportunities in home economics. So this is a list of references, some books that you can search and then read to get better understanding to whatever that we are going to do. And then let me say this before I continue. If you feel I'm moving too fast, you can just alert me so that I may work on my timepiece. Okay. So you can just unmute yourself and then tell me, Madam, please, I'm moving fast, and then I'll know what to do about it.
Yes, madam.
I hope you are all teachers, right? Are we all teaching home economics at our various schools?
No, please.
No,
No,
please.
please.
No.
Okay.
No, please.
Yes.
What about
No,
okay, thank you for the feedback. Okay, what about, did you do home economics? Have we all had studying in home economics? Have you learned home economics before?
yes, please.
Yes.
Please.
Yes, madam.
Almost everyone here, right? If you didn't do anything home economics, you can just let me know. I believe you all did home economics. Okay, so
No,
I
madam.
did not do home economics.
oh, this is the
I
meal
did
who
not
didn't
do
do
home
home
economics,
economics.
madam.
Okay, I have like 2 people right now.
I did not do it, please, madam.
Okay, I had
Madam,
three.
I too did not do it.
Please what you say. Okay, I believe we've all not um some of the majority of us didn't do economics, and then some of us too didn't have the experience in home economics. So at this time, I just want us to tell us like, what do you know about home economics? What are your perceptions about home economics? When you studied home economics, what did you study? And then those who didn't do home economics too, you probably heard about home economics, and then you influence your decision to take home economics now. So can you also share with us, okay, what you know about home economics? So I have Esther Sewa, Madam Esther. Madam Esther, can you unmute yourself and share with us what you know about home economics? Okay, Madam Charity, we are listening to you.
Okay, so after my course, I learned how to use different ingredients to prepare different meals to get correct proportion of nutrients. And also, I also learned how to manage the small equipment and other foodstuffs in my house to make a nice meal for my family.
All right, thank you very much. And then what was your perception about home economics? Because you learned it, how do you define, how do you do home economics? How do you tell someone about home economics?
So the perception, my first time going to SHS, and they gave me the home economics. It wasn't my choice. So a teacher who taught home economics convinced me to do because it's a nice course. So after completing the SHS, I saw the benefits of doing home economics, and I continue to do the basic education with the home economics. So I think the perceptions the society has about home economics students that they are not good, they are doing this, they are doing it's never true until you enter the course that you know the benefits of home economics.
I thank you, Madam Charity. I have Madam Rebecca too.
Okay, so home economics is simply the branch of knowledge that deals with the development of the heart, the hands, and then the mind, where an individual acquires knowledge and skills
But
in
wherever
real life and how to make life comfortable for such an individual. to live in this world. That is the knowledge I have about home economics. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Madam Rebecca. I have Madam Eunice too.
Okay, for my knowledge, for the home economics, it's not mainly about food, but when I went to college and I did home economics, there I realized home economics is very broad, and it even involves family management, managing the family, and
Turn off your
then
microphone.
and it also involves about the family, even the nation. So we usually had this slogan in school that home economics is for the family survivor and it's for the whole nation. So it's not mainly about cooking and sewing, but it goes deep into the family aspect also. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Eunice. I want more names.
Hello.
Yes, hello, Madam Rebecca.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Madam Rebecca.
Please, what I want to say concerning home economics is that it's an interesting subject and it equips and enable an individual to acquire basic skills, how to manage your home, how to manage and care for other resources, as well as money, and it also extends beyond food preparation and home management. So it's a subject I'll recommend for each and everyone to do.
I
That
thank
is
you,
my
Madam Rebecca. Thank you, Madam Rebecca.
thank you also.
I have Wazaria Wahab. Did you want to say something?
Okay, I'll say that home economics is a vital field that blends practical skills, resource management, and knowledge to enhance individual and family well-being.
Okay. Thank you very much. So these ideas, this information, these perceptions are from those who have had that experience in home economics. And those who said no, they didn't do home economics, anything home economics related. Can you also share with us your perception? I didn't I didn't look at the names of those who said it, but those who said I remember I had a meal. And if you did home economics, if you didn't do home economics, please share with us your perceptions about home economics, how you see the program.
Yeah, madam. In fact, my perception about home economy was just all about students who didn't pass their BEC well and they were just taking to do something like cooking and all those things. That's my
Please,
perception.
can you come again? I didn't hear it from the starting.
Madam, please, my perception about home economics was that it's just meant for students that are not brilliant. That is what I used to think. So all they go there to do is just to cook food or maybe learn how to cook, madam. That is my
Okay,
perception
and then
about home economics.
yeah, okay. So did you ever have any interaction with someone who did home economics and then you saw that it created probably a difference, or it was like, yeah, this is why my perception was so correct. Did you have any interaction with any of them?
No, please. No, please.
Thank you very much, Madam Akusia. And then I had like 3 people.
Yeah, I also didn't do home economics.
Okay, so very good.
Yeah,
You're listening.
We had the view that it is for home chores. It's a subject for home chores.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was the perception we had back at SHS.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And then I think I have one last one. I had
Madam,
Yes, Madam Abigail.
I also think it's about food, the rightful proportion of food that goes into us, and the managing of resources. and then home. That is how I see home economics.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Madam Abigail. And I have Madam Vida. Madam Vida, please your hand is up. Okay, maybe she doesn't know she has raised her hand. And then Madam Rebecca, your hand is still up. Do you want to say something? Madam Rebecca, your hand is still up.
No.
Okay, please then put it down for us.
No more why.
And then Madam Vida too. All right, I'm glad you all have a fair idea of what home economics really entails. Okay. Either ways, those who see the positive, who gave the positive ones, and those who gave not really negative, but like that's how the perception of it was. Okay. I'm glad you all in the end chose to further your education in home economics. And I'm happy, especially for those who had, they thought differently that it's for home chores, it's for those who are not really intelligent, and then they still felt like, oh, there are better ends to it, so let me just choose it. So I've gone back to sharing my screen. I hope you all can see it.
Yes, madam.
Yes, madam.
Right.
Yes, please.
Okay. So this is unit 1. So by the end of this session, the learners are expected to examine the various home economics as a field of study, identify the implications of the definitions of home economics, retrace the development of the field, and examine some factors that help to shape the. So once we all see our screen, I want us to do something. Let's all of us unmute ourselves and then read what's on the screen. Hello.
Home, hello.
Home
Please, I can't
economics.
see
Home
you.
economics.
Home
Home
economics is
economics
an
is
applied
an
Home
field
economics
applied
is
field
an
of
applied
study
field of
which
study
is built
which is
upon
Hello.
many
built upon
disciplines
many
for the
disciplines
purpose of
for the
maintaining the
purpose of
welfare
achieving and maintaining the welfare or well-being of homes and family lives.
all of us should read it.
Hello.
Maybe a
I know.
network.
I heard you. I said all of you should reading. I wanted to say go and then I hear it from the whole class. Okay, so let's start again. So we can go.
Home
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 economics
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 Home
is an
is
economics
an
applied
is an
applied
field
applied
field
of
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 study
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 which is
which
built
which
is
is
built
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 upon
upon
many
upon
many
disciplines
many
for the
for the
purpose
disciplines
of
discipline for the
achieving and
purpose of
maintaining
achieving
the
welfare
and
welfare or
maintaining the
well-being of
welfare
homes and
or
family
well-being of
life in
homes
the
and
ever-changing
family
society.
life in the ever-changing society.
let's move on to the second point.
Home
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 economics
home
economics is the
economics
is
is
a
field
a
of
field
field
knowledge
knowledge
and
of
studies
knowledge
primarily
and studies
concerning
primarily
primarily
strengthening
concerns
concerning
and
strengthening
strengthening
family
family life.
life
family life
through the
through the
subject
subject
matter
matter
areas.
areas.
And then the third point,
You need to get a desk.
home
Home
economics
It's a
Home
study of
economics is the
human
study
and
of human
material
and
force
material
affecting
forces
homes and families and the
affecting homes and
utilization of
families,
this
and the utilization of this
knowledge for the
knowledge for
benefit
the
of
benefits of
mankind.
the
mankind.
benefits of mankind. And the fourth point,
Home
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 economics
economy is
economics
the
is
is
a
a
field
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 that
that
synthesizes
synthesizes
synthesizes the
knowledge
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 from
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 research,
own
research
research
from
from
the
the
physical,
physical, biological,
biological,
social
and
sciences.
social sciences,
and the
And
arts.
this knowledge
and
is
it
applied
applies
to
And which
improving
apply
to
the life of
an
improving the
individual.
lives of families and individuals.
thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Let's clap for ourselves.
Oh,
So we can go back and mute ourselves. Thank you.
but they are saying the same
So
already.
we can go back and mute ourselves again. Thank you.
You get a phone.
So we
I think that they are what happened. The network. So once you shift, it will be like you will not get it.
What I mean is,
Yes, please.
please mute your background for us.
Please, I'm sorry. Okay.
Don't worry, it's fine. Don't worry. Thank you very much. So we've read 4 definitions right now. The home economics is an applied field of study. The second one is home economics, the field of knowledge and services. And the third one, home economics is the study of human and material resources. And the fourth point, home economics is a field that synthesizes the knowledge from its own researchers. Okay, these are the 4 definitions that we have. Let's move on to the implications of these definitions. What we've read, okay, what do they tell us? Okay, from our definitions, we first realize that home economics is a field of study. From our first definition, okay, home economics is an applied field of study which is built upon many disciplines for the purposes of achieving and maintaining the welfare or well-being of homes and family lives in the ever-changing society. So home economics here is a field of study. And then when we say something is a field of study, it is a specialized branch of knowledge. Okay, so just like we have the sciences, we have humanities, home economics has its own unique set of theories, method, knowledge, and area of inquiries that students explore to gain expertise in it. So we have various areas we read to gain more insights on what home economics is really about. So we can see from our screen that it is a body of knowledge which is distinct and have been organized into content areas which are human development and the family, home economics and family economics, food and nutrition, clothing and textiles, housing, personal finance, risk management. We have a lot of content areas that home economics read. So just to the layman, as most of us, I know those who even did home economics in SHS, had that perception. Okay, when you told for your family that you are going to pursue your education in home economics at the secondary school, they all had this perception that home economics is just about, okay, cooking soups and stews, and then sewing aprons and sometimes bed covers. That's just the perception people have. So if you tell someone you are doing home economics, the first thing that comes into their mind is, hey, do you receive such comments?
Yes, we used to tell them that all the time.
Thank you, Seven. That's what you used to tell us, saying when they meet you, oh, I'm doing home economics, they'll be like, oh, I only made biryani here. And then you have to educate them. That's, oh no, I know how to prepare food, but it's not really like that's what I'm doing in home economics. That's not what I came to the SHS to. That's not the only reason I came to SHS, continue further my education to the university to do it. There are other areas of home economics, okay, that better helps you, molds you, shape you to be that refined home economics that we want to see you be. It's about human development in the family. You learn about the various stages of the human life cycle. Okay, it broadens your knowledge in it, and you know that at every stage of the your individual life, you go through some changes, and then how to see to these changes. We have the family. We have the stages in the family life cycle. So you know the beginning stage. This is how things go through it. This is the things that we will need. These are the resources that we will need. These are the kind of houses that we will need. When we get to the emptiness stages, this is the behavior of the grandparents. So you get to understand it. Okay, have home management and family economics. In home economics, we learn economics. You learn about how to save your money, budgeting, all those things. With that idea in mind, you are able to manage very well. We can also talk about food and nutrition, where you broaden your knowledge in various foods. Okay, we don't just prepare our local foods, we prepare continental foods too. We teach us how and why these continental dishes are called this way. We know that they teach us the nutrients in all these kind of foods. So we know with the particular kind of food we are eating, we know the nutrients that we have in it. It's not just about the food aspects. You have coding and textiles to learn about stitches, fibers, fabrics, okay, how to sew your own dresses, how to alterate your own dresses. It's a whole lot. So it's not just that what people meet us and be like, oh, you're home concern. So people hardly tell us that, oh, any only matter at they don't really say that. And that one is just, often you get like 0.5 people, not even 1%. One person to tell that, oh, only farm. It's all about the food. But we have the clothing and textile sections. Okay, you know how to do your laundry. You know, you have knowledge on all types of fabric and textiles. So you know you know that this fabric is a cotton fabric. So this is how I have to wash it. This is how I have to iron it. This is how I have to hang it. This is how I have to treat it when there are stains in it. Okay, we have the management aspect too. You learn about housing. You identify the various types of houses that we have. So it's not just limited to what people think it is. And then the second implication of what we read is home economics is an applied field. Okay, home economics is an applied field. So this field, home economics, is an applied field of study which is built upon many disciplines. So what we do here is to draw knowledge from relevant stages or from other disciplines. So we go to this discipline, okay, we take some information from them, we take some knowledge from them. We move to this discipline, we take some information from them. So all the disciplines, the sciences, the psychology, the arts, biology, chem, everything, we have a bit of knowledge from all these places. So when we come there, we take this knowledge and then we reorganize them, okay, into our contents, and then we find ways of using them to solve problems that are related to the everyday lives. You know, home economics is centered to the family life. So we use this knowledge to help better ourselves so that we can navigate our way through the challenges in life. Okay. So I'll come to this side and then you tell me. Let's share my screen. I have 3 sentences right now. For now, it's not really in my head right now. So I have some hands raised. You want to tell me something? Madam Rebecca, don't call Madam Vida, Duku, Mr. Richard. Put your hands up.
I was asking whether you can share the slides with us so that you can follow as you go along.
No one has texted me right now, so I don't know who to share the slides with. Okay, you have my number is on the. Okay, so let me pause right now. My number is there. My number, save it and then text me right now, so that I'll share it to you.
Okay.
There was a section here that you can share.
Madam, please, can we have your number?
Okay, 0540.
0540.
90.
90.
0005. So it's
Please come again.
Please again.
0540.
Okay.
900035.
So, madam, please, when we call you individually, we can get the slides.
I can share it with you.
I want the number again. It has left with two numbers. Two digits.
It is 050. Okay. Then
9000. 9000.
9035.
9035.
Yes,
okay,
madam.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, I've seen someone has said say hi. I shared it with one person just now. Please, have you seen it? I think it's Madam Emilia. I was just trying to see if I can share it here, but I'm not seeing the option to share it here. If you have it, you can share it with a friend too. Please let me know if you get it. Okay. Hello.
Yes, please, I have it. Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, madam, I've gotten it.
I'm still
Thank
sharing
you.
it. I'm still sharing it.
Yes, madam, are you sharing it with the course reps or individual?
So I'm just like anyone that takes me. Okay, I don't know the course
So
for now.
yes,
I only know
I'm
what
still
I'm saying, yes,
downloading. My network is very bad this afternoon.
Okay, so if you have it, you can just share it with another friend. If you have a WhatsApp group, you can just take it and then share it in the WhatsApp group so that those who are inside will get it.
Please, those in Techiman Center, if you have gotten it, please share.
Please send it. Has anyone gotten it?
Techiman Center, if you have gotten it, please share.
Please, Riverview.
Please, has anyone in Zenith gotten it?
Riverview. Please, if anyone has
Then
gotten it.
please,
Madam Portia.
madam, the one who has the slides now, please can you share your number?
Madam Portia.
Please, I've
Madam
sent it to
Portia.
the main page, the home economic page.
Beard home economics.
I've shared it into the main page.
Which new page?
Beard home economics.
Beard home economics. Okay. Okay. Then if it's there, we will get it.
So you see that is a general page.
Please, I've
and then
sent it
shouldn't
into
be for just
the main page. The home economics, the main page.
Okay, so have you all received this?
Yes.
Okay, so let me go on. Have you all received it?
Yes.
So we can continue with the class, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Okay. All right. So, Madam Vida, your hand is still up. Maybe she has just, or she has joined the class and then she's somewhere. Okay. So let's go back to what we were doing. Have you all opened it?
Yes, please.
So we are still on the implications. Okay. We are still on the implications. I haven't gone far. So I was
Okay.
saying, I'll start sharing my screen. Well, on the second point, that home economics is an applied field of study that draws knowledge from other disciplines and then we synthesizes them by way of reorganizing the knowledge that we have gotten into a new way to solve problems that are related to the family. So, as I said, I have 3 groups. Okay, so all these 3 groups, I just need like 3 people from each group. You unmute yourself. You tell me your name. You tell me your center, and then you tell me discipline. Okay, you can take a discipline. So, madam, you take, let me say, science. So, this is chemistry. Chemistry, we apply chemistry in home economics through this. Okay. When I learned this, I
Okay.
realized that it's through chemistry. You get what I'm trying to say? So, I'm giving an example. So,
Yes,
in
please.
arts, so they learn elements of designs and then the color theory, principles of designs. Okay, so with this knowledge, it's help us in designing when it comes to decorating foods. Okay, making cakes, designing dresses, articles. That is how we apply that knowledge. So we drew knowledge from the arts, and then this is how we applied it. So let me go to this side. I have to do this. So you can just raise your hand and then we start. Madam Charity, you want to talk? Okay, I have Madam Abigail. Madam Abigail. Madam Abigail. Okay, I think she's not ready.
Yes,
Madam Rebecca.
madam, are we on the implications or I'm lost?
Yes, we are still on the implications. The second point. Madam Rebecca.
Hello, madam.
Yes, we are listening.
So please, so when I take, like you took arts and then you linked it up to the home economics.
Yes,
So
madam.
can I take the physics?
Sure.
And so the physics I see is that you is going to tell you about the quantities or the calculations of certain nutrients in a particular food. That is the way I see it.
All right. Thank you. Yes, madam. Thank you. And Madam Abigail, do you tell me to talk?
Yeah, I just finished talking.
Okay, was Madam Abigail okay? Then Madam Rebecca.
Yes, please.
So Madam Rebecca.
The aspect of home economics is clothing and textiles, and then the discipline it is taking its knowledge from would focus on the chemistry in terms of how the various dyes react with the fibers in order to produce fabrics, and how acid, base, and salt also react with the various fibers. Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Madam Rebecca. Please put your hand down for me. How much minutes?
Okay, so the aspect I'm also going to take is
You didn't tell me, hold on, you didn't tell me your sentence. So, Madam, please, which center are you from?
Hichiman.
Hichiman. Madam Rebecca, please, which center?
Riverview.
Madam Abigail, which center?
Please, Janet.
Zenith. Oh, I'm glad I have one from each. So I am left with 2 people from each center. So Madam Eunice, let's go on.
So I'll take the biology.
Okay.
So for the biology, linking it to home economics, you are going to get the type of foods that are good for the body and the nutrients they are going to give. Foods that will help aid in digestion, food that are good for certain group of people like diabetic patients, and then those who have certain sicknesses. And also certain groups of food, bad food, good food, food that are spots, chemicals that are in those foods, they are all linked to the biology. So when you study the biology and you link it to the home economics, you know the kind of food to eat at certain time and during the day. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I've had 3 people, so I'm left with 2 from each center.
Madam, I am taking the behavioral science and the art language. Yes, the language and the other one. Like sometimes after preparing a meal, how you garnish the food even attracts someone to have the taste for the food.
Garnishing to waste the person's appetite.
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello.
Madam Charity, please let's wait for Madam Charity to finish, okay? So
Okay.
Madam Charity was saying your garnishing should whet the person's appetite, right?
Yes, the behavioral one.
So please which center are you from?
Techiman Center.
So Teshman, I have 2. Thank you very much. Madam Rebecca, do you want to talk?
Yes.
Please,
Hello.
center. Center, yes, madam.
Zenith.
All right.
Zenith.
All right, you can continue.
Please, I want to talk about biology aspect. The biology aspect, that is the nutrition. The study of various nutrients and its effects on human body. So when we study this course, it will help us to know that when I eat this food, the way it will help my body to build and grow and function well. And if I lack this type of nutrient or food in my diet too, it's deficiency. That is what I want to contribute to.
Thank you, Madam Rebecca.
Thank
Madam
you.
Florence.
Please, can we talk about the business world too?
Sure, you can. So I said it's not limited, it's vast.
Okay, so the business world, I am taking the management, how food is being wasted at home and how we take proportions of food before cooking it and so on. That one too talks about the management in living.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you very much. I have Madam Gloria. Madam Gloria. Madam Gloria, please your hand is up. Madam Eunice, do you still want to talk?
Yes, I wanted to add a little.
Okay, sure.
So when you take the social life, for example, that is social science.
Okay.
Yes. So that one also talks about the family life. So we know home economics also talks is also around the family. So how we manage our homes, cleaning, laying of our beds, serving food. So that one is also about the family, and that is the social science. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Eunice. I have Madam Ramat.
Okay. Hello, madam.
Hello. I'm listening. Okay, let's listen to Madam Gloria. Okay.
From Zenith.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm also taking my idea from arts. So linking arts to home economics in the area of textiles, we will go in for interior decoration. It also helps us how to decorate our offices and our homes as well. Yes. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Madam Gloria. Madam Ramat.
Okay, I'll also take mine from the aspect of phases. I think how we apply the various heat to food also brings out
Okay.
the phases aspect of it.
Okay.
Please, if you're not talking, let's mute our background. If you're not talking, mute your background. Madam Florence, Madam Wahab. Okay, Madam Ramat, please. I think there was some interaction, so we can please take it again for us.
I was saying the physics aspect, the cooking, the heat that we apply to the various foods that we cook. So that,
Transfer.
yes, the heat transfers. That brings out the
Thank you,
physics
ma'am.
aspect of it.
Madam Rebecca Donko.
Please, I would also want to add up to the discipline in mathematics in terms of the various measurements, how to ensure accurate measurements in the field of food and that of the clothing in order to avoid wastage of materials and food commodities. Thank
And
you.
it even gives you the fair idea of if I'm adding this part, if probably you are supposed to take more than something, and then you have
Yes,
just a
please.
small, say you are supposed to get a spoon of a spoon
A
of salt, and then you have
teaspoon,
a
yes.
spoon of salt and you have teaspoons. The number of teaspoons you have to take to get
Yes.
a tablespoon. Very good,
Yes, please.
Mr. Malpa. Thank you very much, Sir Richard.
Hello, madam.
Sir Richard, yes, you're listening.
Yeah, I would like to take mine from the economics aspect of home economics.
Okay.
Yeah,
The economic
economics.
aspect
Yeah, the
of home
economic
economics
aspect.
or as a discipline.
Yeah.
Okay.
In economics, we are taught on how to manage resources effectively. So when it comes to clothing and textiles, as a clothing and textile student, you have to manage your resources properly in order not to cause wastage. In order not to cause wastage, and how to maximize profits out of any resources that you are being given.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
So this is the beauty of home economics. Okay, that is our ability to draw knowledge from different. Please, let's put our hands down. Thank you for your contributions. Okay. So let's put our hands down. So our ability to draw knowledge from the other disciplines gives us the strength as home economics. Okay, that's our strength. Because if I can come to your field and then take something from your field and then take it to my place and then use it to better explain myself, and then when I'm cooking, I know the reason why I am doing this thing. When it comes to my house and I'm washing vegetables and then the vegetables, I just dip it in water, I wash it small and then remove it. You go to some people's house and the person will just put the vegetables in the water all in the name of I'm just washing it. I'm just cleaning it. It's salted water, so like I'm just cleaning it. You stay in it for some time. You as home economics, you know that vegetables contain vitamin C, and then vitamin C is also water soluble. So you won't leave it that long in water for the vitamin C to run into the water that you throw away. So it strengthens our knowledge. Okay, it makes you confident when you are speaking to some theory, some concepts when you are explaining things to people. So sometimes they are like home economics students, we are loud. It's not like we are loud, but you said something and I'm trying to tell you that this is what my field taught me. Okay, so that is another implication of it. And then home economics helps people to cope with everyday life. So because of our ability to draw knowledge from these various disciplines, we are able to relate them with every situation we find ourselves in. So if you've learned about management theory, some theories in management or how to manage your money wisely, it will inform your decisions on what to do with the money at hand. when you are going to the markets, how you can budget, and then you can make a budget with the money at hand so that you can save some. Okay, so home economics education helps us to cope with everyday life, every situation we find ourselves. It helps you to choose your needs from your wants. Okay, so when you have money, you know that I am allocating this money to this thing because this is my need, and then I can do with the wants. I can do away with the wants for some time. So it helps us to cope with every situation that we live, we meet our lives in. And then I also add it to it. Learning home economics gives you all the essential skills that are needed to live a rewarding life. Okay, so if you learn the basics of teaching in home economics, and you go out and then you realize that, oh, I'm at this party and then I have a small opening, a small tear, a break in my trousers, and you are you are so confident in your teaching techniques, you can get a thread and needle somewhere, then do some small stitching, and then you are good to go. As compared to others that when they get to such social gatherings and then they have a tear in their dresses, they have to go home. If your home is far from that place, you have to walk or take car to that place, go change, and then come back. But home economics can easily deal with it. So this is the nature of our program. And home economics strengthens individuals and family lives. Home economics strengthens individuals and family life through one effective use of resources. Okay, so as you are taking home economics, you get to know the resources that are available to you, the family. You realize that the time is a resource that it's available to me. I have tools and equipment, and there are resources that are available to me. I have energy, it's a resource. Money, it's a resource. Okay, and then home economics will teach you how to effectively use these resources to achieve any goal that you have set for yourself and then for your family. Home economics research to find out the changing needs of the family and how to satisfy these needs. Okay, at every stage of the family life, that changes, and then we broaden our knowledge in it. So when we find ourselves in such a situation, we know the kind of things that we will need to solve all issues or anything related to such changing needs. Home economics educates individual for family living and also improve the services and goals used by families. So through some of the courses that we take in home economics, it educates you, gives you a fair knowledge on how to live with the family. Okay. And then we the unifying force of home economics is the family. Home economics first targets the family, okay, because it is through the family that individuals will go out to the society to make the broader society. So we target the family, and then we make sure that we train these people to know how to manage their resources, make effective use of these resources that they have, uh, give them these practical skills. So when these people are able to get this idea, they can send or spread it to outside when they go to the broader society. Then we'll talk about some historical developments of home economics as a field of study. So this section is going to be kind of a history, and then it won't be the long history. Okay. As I am saying this, the history, as you are following, please listen to it well. And then at the end of it, I'll just ask you how this history, okay, this knowledge that we have acquired right now, how it has informed some changes in our lives, okay, how the history has brought some changes in our courses of study, and then the earlier things that they said that they were doing, are they reflective in our courses? Are they reflective in our attitudes too? Okay, So let me ask this thing. Have any one of you heard of the history of home economics before? Hello.
This one, please come again.
Have you heard of the history of home economics before?
No, please.
Okay. All right then. We will still continue and then learn about the history of home economics. So in the olden times, okay, women receive instructions in home management, child caring, cooking, doing laundry, sewing, caring for husband, and all these things primarily at home. So it was just like if you have an old auntie or your mother in the house, you will receive such instructions from the home. So it was not like a formal education that they were given. It was an informal education. Okay, so every girl in the house was being trained for, take care of the house, how to manage some resources in the house, how to take care of the child, how to cook, how to manage. Like these were some instructions that they were given at home. So until the 19th century, after the American Revolution, the notion or the idea that a woman's place is in the kitchen or the home had a different perspective. Okay. The American Revolution brought about a whole lot of changes. It was a period of vast transformation. There was the abolition of slavery, industrialization was increasing, okay, advancements of technology, there was gender equality to fight for the rights of women, democracy too was on the rise, and other reforms in the educational system. So it was during that time that home economics emerged. So this revolution brought the idea of educating women. So the shift was from an informal to a formal education. So colleges were open, and then they began to accept females as students. So admission were given to females, not to just men. Okay, admission were first for the rich, the elites. That right now, at that time, it became open to everyone. It was accessible to everyone since democracy was fought, and then everyone got it. So the prevailing conditions influenced the direction of American education. Therefore, ideas ideas about intellectual training of women began to change. Okay, colleges began to open their doors for students, and then female students, and the democracy was applied to both men and then women. Aside this revolution, there were other forces that also helped to make sure that home economics as a field of study came to stay. So the forces that help to shape home economics as a field of study, the first one that we are talking about is humanitarianism. Humanitarianism. Okay. It is the belief of improving people's lives and reducing suffering. So this was just the concern of the welfare of man. So as home economists, they were concerned with the welfare of individuals and families. When you study home economics, you tend to have compassion for others. We always try to find new ways to lessen the burdens on others. So education was based on improving lives and finding solutions to our everyday problems that we face in life. So the nature of our study, our education helps to tackle issues that are related to prison reforms, okay, teaching skills to others so that social vices will reduce. Practicable skills that people can venture their energy to, venture their thinking to, rather than feeling that, oh, they don't have money, that they have to go and steal. And then we taught practical skills to people to reduce the number of people going to prisons. Okay, our voices were part of those voices that helped to abolish slavery in that time. And then we realized that poverty was the root of child labor. When the parents don't have the money, they tend to include the child into their money making businesses. So we realize that since poverty is part of is the root of it, we help to give restrictions in child labor, and then the skills that we teach, we make sure that families had skills that will help them to gain money. Okay, skills that they can use to at least get something without involving their children in this. And then we had to educate children, so we are part of the voices that gave restrictions in child labor, and then we sought for better ways to address exploiting children for money. And the introduction of health facilities and also other educational and also educating others, which was supposed to be which was supported by private donations and then some charities. And then the second force is the faith in education. The faith in education. The early Americans believed that education helped to shape the lives of individuals, and I believe we all agree to this. We as educators, we as teachers in the basic education, basic institution, we make sure that the information we are giving them affects a change in them. Okay, whatever information you teach someone, it either affects a positive one or a negative one. And the negative section is not what we think of. Whatever education that we are giving to another person, we feel like it will help move the person to a better person. So we have this faith in education. So the faith people had in education, led to the introduction of home economics. Okay, then the domestic science in public schools. By then, it wasn't called home economics; it was domestic science in the public schools. And then the third one was the land grant idea. The land grant idea. So after the revolution, education was supposed to be accessible to everyone, not just those who are wealthy. So the federal republic gave lands to universities, okay, that focused on practical programs like agriculture, mechanical arts, and then home economics were part of it, of those practical programs. So this land grant idea was through we have the Morrill Act of 1862, we have Morrill Act of 1890, the Smith-Lever Act of 1914. All these are part of the ideas, the land, those who gave out land to some universities, and then they give these lands out so that the schools can either sell the land, okay, and then the monies that they will get from that land, what they got, they will use it to fund their programs. If you're not selling the land, please let's meet our backgrounds. Let's meet our backgrounds. Thank you. So the land that they had, you sell it and then you use the money that you get to fund for your program of study. Or you can also build a college on it, or you build school on it, and then help um, um, get people to come and study in the school. So this led to the establishment of practical programs such as home economics alongside those liberal arts programs. And then the next one is egalitarianism. Egalitarianism. Okay. It is the belief that all people are equal, and then they should be treated with equal respect and then fairness. Everyone, we are all the same. Okay, once we are all under this democracy umbrella, we are all the same. Men, women, we are all the same. And as such, it was believed that women can also be educated. So the move for emancipation and equal rights of women led to the training of women to strengthen domestic life and reduce human misery. This led to the addition of household arts to college curriculum. So since women can be educated, and then we felt like this is what we should teach women, this is how we should educate women, because most women from school, or most women are going to be the wives, and then they have to take care of the family. So we introduce the domestic science or household art into the curriculum, so that the women who are going to be educated will learn more into this. So because of the forces, okay, women benefited from college education. So provision of college education for women. So the college education was open for women alongside men too. And then domestic economy was offered alongside those classical curriculum instructions that we had. And then also the demand for domestic science teachers. Once we've opened colleges for people to come and teach over there, to students to come and learn over there, we will need educators. So since we need educators, there was the need for the training of teachers, okay, to come and teach it. So it's also a factor that contributed to the development of home economics as a field of study. And then we can also talk about marriage. So reading home economics, that is the then domestic science, was suggested in the university curriculum because it was realized that some graduates who were women from the colleges were not married. So they introduced it so that it would stimulate that interest. Okay, home economics had, the then domestic science had a lot of courses or content under it that spoke about family development, family management, okay, child caring. All this will stimulate the interest in those people who are graduating. You know, when you want someone to do something for you, it just tends to be hitting hard on that thing. Oh, like you it's not like you are intentionally saying it that this is what you should do, but you add it to your conversation. So they thought that if they add it to the curriculum and then they get to see how interesting it will be, they will develop that interest to get married. So it's also another factor. And then establishment of the American Home Economics Association. We have the American Home Economics Association, okay, which is now called the American Association of Family and Consumer Sciences. So in 1993, it was changed to American Association of Family and Consumer Houses. So just like any other association, you have association for teachers, your church, you have association for women or children. So just like any other association that you know, Home Economics also had an association, and this association was concerned with professionals in our field. Okay, so as a home economics teacher, you belong to this Home Economics Association in Ghana. We have an association in Ghana, and then you will be part of that association. So as domestic science education grew, okay, there were more graduates who became professionals. So 11 of these people, professionals, met at Lake Placid in New York in 1889 to deliberate on some issues which will boost the image of this program. So they discussed one, the scope of the home economics as a field of study. So in the 1900s, home economics was gaining that popularity. So they had a lot of girls being accepted and trained in the various universities that were set up. They had girls coming to learn caring for their home, doing laundries, caring for babies, and then most of those management ability things in the house. So they sought to enlarging the scope, okay, make it broad to include cooking and sewing. Since part of managing the house will include you cooking, okay, you have to cook the right, your choices of food that you cook for the family, the type of foods you give to the family, the children, those that you give to the elderly, those you give to the youngsters. So they felt to broaden it to include cooking and then sewing. So in the early years, cooking and sewing was major. Sewing was then the then middle work. That when you watch all those medieval times movies, you see that girls in the house were making stitches of doing various embroidery stitches, and then they were decorating their tablecloths and everything with it. So they added it to home economics, and then so this is where they agreed on the term home economics from the earlier domestic science that was being the name of the program. So they changed it to home economics to to include the cooking and then the sewing into it. They also discussed that home economics education can be used to address social problems that are created by industrialization, such as the disintegration of the family units. So in the late 19th century, during the Industrial Revolution era in America, various families were affected. So they were affected in the sense of like there was a breakdown, there was a loss of communication in the family unit. Okay, the family structure. So an example is so when the revolution came, it came with a lot of changes. New machineries were introduced, and then before the revolution, families were working together on their farms. They were working together on their small house shops. Okay, they were working together as a family unit. And then when the revolution came, and then they had to, factories were built, and then people felt like, oh, they can work in the factories. So maybe a breadwinner will surely go and then work in the factory, and then he will be there for number of days, like hours to days. So it led to a breakdown in communication. That time phones and those means of getting this communication was not around. If the fact most of these factories were far too. So it's like they go to work almost every day. So it wasn't that connection. Like communication was getting less, and then families were affected. So the study of home economics uh, came into the idea that so when you train women in home economics, give them education, help them to strengthen the family units. You make them know that the men are going to find for money to come to the house, and then what they are supposed to do to keep the communication there, to keep the family unit as a whole. Okay, there was urbanization. People were moving from town to town, so like how to still keep the family as a unit. They sort of discuss all issues, and then they ended up adding some courses to it that students will learn to better their understanding, and then it will help them to. They also discuss applying the findings of science to solve problems in the home by the homemaker. Applying the findings of science to solve issues in the home by the homemaker. They also called on legislature to give home economy the same practical encouragement which was given to agriculture and then mechanical arts in the various schools and the universities. So they were like the same energy, the same attention that they were giving to all these disciplines, they should venture that same energy to home economics. It's not like they are looking down on home economics when they are there. There's funds to share. They'll be like, oh, mechanic and the engineering students, the mechanical art, they need this equipment, so we use the money to go and buy it. There was equality at that time. So if they are getting the same amount, we should get the same amount to better enrich our departments or our field too. And as time went on, the membership of the club increased and developed into a conference. That's the Lake Placid Conference. So the first one in 1889 was the first Lake Placid conference, which was 10 women and 1 man. Then the number increased from 11 to a huge number, and they still have conferences in the Lake Placid. So in 1990, members of the Lake Placid Conference asked the National Education Association to create a department for home economics. If we have a department, then we have a whole section on our own. At first, we were just, we were advocating, like we were just a section, it was just a course or program studied in school. But as time went on, we wanted a department so that we can have everything, our management, our running of the course program and everything in our name. They also recommend that women clubs and other organizations should help marshal public sentiment. Okay, they should help spread what home economics is, the benefits you get from studying home economics, the what you achieve, so to the public, so that people will be interested to take up the courses. So in 1902, the conference developed a definition for home economics. They defined home economics as the study of laws, conditions, principles, and ideas that are concerned with man's immediate environment. So it's either a physical environment and his nature as a social being, and the relationship between his nature and then his environment. So that's how they define the home economics. So in 1909, the American Home Economics Association was created as a professional organization in the home economics. And through the activities and everything that they were doing, they were holding conferences, they were making awareness, they were doing practicals, they were making sure that what they are teaching were having impacts on students. So it gained federal support in subsequent years. There were some federal acts that also were passed to establish the extension services of the vocational education in the 19th century. So passing of federal acts which established extension services in the vocational education. The first one that we can talk of is the Smith-Lever Act of 1914. The Smith-Lever Act of 1914. And the Smith-Hughes Act of 1917. These are the two acts that stimulated the home economics at both the pre and the post colleges level in the subsequent years. So the Smith-Lever Act of 1914 was a law, okay, that created the nationwide cooperative extension services. So it was CEX, Nationwide Corporation Extension Services, and they partnered with the land grants universities, those universities who were given land, and then they benefited from the land grant idea to enable the government to provide funds for outreach programs. Okay, so though all those universities that received funds, they gave them funds that will enable them to move education, okay, to the other side, to the remote areas too. So home economics benefited from this because they were able to extend the teaching of home economics to the rural woman, okay, to those in the rural villages. They made sure that they also had impact of the home economics that they were preaching in the urban areas. And then we can also talk about the Smith-Hughes Act of 1917. It was also an act that provided funds to support vocational education in public schools. So these acts provided funds to establish vocational education in public high schools. Okay, so as it was in the universities, and then they made sure that it comes to the public high school. So it funded teachers training since the introduction we need teachers in the basic schools. So it made sure that teachers were given funds or trainings were given funds to enable people to partake in such activities. The federal support for home economics education. So because of our extensive knowledge in food preservation, instruction, and then management of the household resources, the home economics and the extension teachers taught people how to use surplus products, okay, develop garden projects, and then preserve home products. This education was given to people during the First World War so that the aftermath of this war will not be so severe. So in case of wars, when war happens, like that, destruction of most of our things. So the aftermath of it, if they destroy a lot of things and then there's famine to set in or scarcity of food, people will had a fair idea of how to save food, how to preserve their food, how to at least get skills in gardening, so that after that, and then they find themselves in such situation, they can use the language they've acquired to set up things for themselves. So these events encourage research into new areas such as money management, okay, housing and household equipment, and the nutritional conditions in the rural areas. So because of this popularity that they gain, this opportunity they gain, they make sure to develop it. So moving from the foods and the things that they sort of how you can manage your money, they sort of teaching it to others. So the federal government also offered various supports. In the 1940s, home economists were called upon to lead projects. Okay, at first that it wasn't really recognized, but in 1940s, the home economists were called to lead projects in nutrition because they felt we were stronger in that field. Food services, childcare, budgeting, and other phases of home economics, they felt like we were strong. That's where our strength is. That's where our knowledge is built on. So we were called to give better understanding or propagate the gospel of home economics to other people. So these gained recognition and support from federal governments, and all these brought attention to the family life aspect of our education. So between World War One and World War Two, home economics curricula gave more attention to child development, family relations, and then economic management. So that's all that we have for Unit 1. Okay. I'm not fine. That's just a history of home economics. Okay. Then once we have learned about the history of home economics, how it develops, some forces that help shape it, and then some factors that will help it, we move it to development of home economics in Ghana. That's Unit 2. Development of home economics in Ghana. So by the end of this session, let me come here and see if we are still here with me. Hello. Hello, are we still
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, we are here.
So the next unit is development of home economics in Ghana. So by the end of this session, learners are expected to trace the development of home economics in Ghana. Then we will analyze the contribution of this field to our national development, and then explore how other nations embrace home economics. Please let's check our backgrounds again and let's use them. Thank you. So we can start with please give me a second. I'm coming. So we will start with um, the development of home economics. Okay, we had Miss Harriet Jarvis, who was a widow at that time, to a merchant officer. Okay, she started to teach needlework to African girls in the 1821. So her motive was to help girls become good servants to their white mistresses. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
mommy.
me.
So she wanted to educate the blacks. Okay, I won't really use the blacks, but like the Africans. to be good mistresses, good servants to the white mistresses, and also to train them to be good wives to the captives or the missionaries that came here. But after 6 years, it collapsed. There were several reasons that led to the collapse. Okay, she was doing the thing on her own, and then she wasn't. It's not like she can use all her resources to do it. She was relying on gifts and donations, and then those gifts and donations were not really coming that much. So it's part of the reasons that led to the close, the close, and then some of the locals were not even interested in it. Okay, if she's training us to how to do the work, most of the locals were not interested in it. So as time went on, after 6 years, she was able to manage it to 6 years. After that time, it went up, it just collapsed. And then in 1836, Miss Harriet Wrigley, she was also a wife of a Wesleyan missionary. Okay, she attempted to teach domestic science by opening a girls' school in Cape Coast, which is our own Wesley Girls Senior High School. I hope you all know that school.
Yes, madam.
Very good. So Wesley Girls Senior High School. And at that time, it wasn't named Wesley Girls Senior High School. It was Wesley Girls School and Training Home. Wesley Girls School and Training Home. So they were just to train girls in domestic science. And after the death of Miss Harriet Wrigley, we had Miss Warden. She took over the running of the school. Okay, and then they've had series of headmistresses who have taken over the school to this kind of this new era of Wesley Girls Senior High School. Other missionaries also established similar schools, like you had the Battle Missions. Okay, they established a school at Obri where they taught cooking, sewing, mending, and household keeping. So the school that they established in the school, everywhere, was the Every Girls Senior High School. So they later introduced laundry work into the formal school system in 1921 by Miss Ruby Cote Papafiu. She was the then headmistress of the Accra Girls Senior High School. So in 1922, they added cookery, where they had their first practicals under a tree. So they used the sweet stove. The sweet stove, the most common, the traditional one, the local stove, where they make just 3 stones. Okay, then they put firewood under it, and then you can put your saucepan on it to cook. And right now, it is made of mostly mud. When you go to the old communities, you find these sweet stoves available over there. So the first food that they cooked was, when they introduced the cookery, the first food that they cooked was boiled cassava. Their first dish was boiled cassava. I know in your head you guys are thinking out. So like at that 1920, so you knew how to boil cassava. They knew how to boil cassava, but when it was introduced into the formal education system, they have to make new practicals. So that was the first thing that they do, boil cassava, and then other practicals took off from that side. So after that, other subjects were added later, and eventually domestic science became an examinable subject for middle school certificates. Of this subject, domestic science centers were established and equipped to enable various schools send their students there for instructions. So there are other institutions that were created. And then from the middle school, when after middle school certificates, you move to the secondary school. So domestic science was introduced into the secondary school system too. Train girls, with Achimota School being the third secondary school in Ghana to present domestic science candidates for Cambridge examination in 1933. Okay, they were introduced in various girls' schools. We had Accra Girls Senior High School. They all had them, but like Achimota was the first secondary school to present candidates, to present students who had had that education to have the Cambridge examination in 1933. And then also there was training of domestic science teachers. Since in the early times, we realized that once they accepted girls into the university, they had to train tutors, they had to train educators. So they led to training of educators to teach home economics. So we had Achimota Training College, which started to train domestic science teachers as part of teacher training programs for female teachers to enable them to teach girls with the least sewing skills. And then with time, they were introducing other, aside the Achimota training colleges, they were introducing other training colleges to teach teachers in domestic science subjects. So in 1961, a diploma program was established in Specialist Training College, STT, which is now the University of Education, Winneba. Okay, Univa was formerly the Specialist Training College. So they introduced the diploma program to train domestic science teachers, among other teachers. Okay, they were teaching other teachers in different fields, but they introduced domestic science teachers too. So most of the teachers had their training from Winneba. This was a result of the growing demand for teachers in secondary schools and training colleges. It was also to cut down costs of sending teachers outside for training. So instead of sending them outside to receive training and then come back to train, they then thought of setting up, why don't we train our people in our universities so that they can gain the knowledge and then teach, rather than spending lots of money to take them outside and then they'll come and teach us. So it was a way to reduce costs. So eventually, a diploma program was also set up in Legon University of Ghana in 1967. And then subsequently, UCC, University of Cape Coast, your university right now, in 1977, under the Diploma of Advanced Studies in Education program to augment the STC, that was the Winneba, the Specialist Training College. In 1968, so University of Ghana introduced a degree program, which was followed by UCC in 1987 and University of Education, Winneba, in 1992. So they established the 4 years degree program for teachers, educators, okay, those who train us to have the education in the universities. We also had the University of Development Studies, okay, in 2011. They also introduce a degree in home economics program. We have numerous public and private tertiary institutions which now offer subjects, okay, home economics in different modes. So they will not really term it as home economics, they will not really term it as family and consumer sciences, but they have some aspects of it that they are teaching. Okay, they are teaching consumer science, family ecology, arts, fashion skills in different ways. Okay. And right now, the subject home economics is now an integral part of the curriculum of the Ghana education system, and it is taught at all levels and sometimes disguised under different names. So you have home science. Oh, it has a lot of names. Okay, home economics, home education. As time move on, we have all accepted home economics to be the general name for that we all relate to. And then the content continues to be reviewed to meet the demands of the contemporary world and the realities of the day. You see, from the old when it was beginning from the 90s, there were some subjects that were being taught because of the revolution at that time. Okay, but right now the world is growing. We are moving to a higher advanced world where new technologies and other things are emerging. So they review it from time to time to make sure that it fits into the modern day world. Okay, so that students will see the relevance of home economics in their still day world. We have the Ghana Home Economics Association. I said it earlier. It's GEA, GHEA, Ghana Home Economics Association, and it is an association for all home economics professionals. Okay, so it's an association for us that we meet to have we deliberate on issues regarding to our programs. We strengthen ourselves in it. We strengthen our knowledge in it. We add, we do. That's where we do our reviews to meet the contemporary world. Okay. The international, we have the international one, the International Federation of Home Economics Association. It's the general one, but in every country, they make sure that they tailor our teaching, they tailor our education to what we do in our community or we do in our part of the world. So GEA is a member of the larger World Association, International Federation of Home Economics, and its commitments enabled its host of the 19th World Congress of International Federation of Home Economics in July 2000. So Ghana, GEA were the ones who hosted this congress. So this is the historical evolutions of the home economics. I didn't want it to make it more boring. Okay, so this is just a brief summary of it. So as we were reading, I think I can edit my screen now. We all have it. You've all opened yours, right? Hello.
Please come again.
Hello, please.
Raman, Madam Raman, please, your hand is up. Do you want to say something? Okay, I think maybe she doesn't know. And then we have Madam Maida. Okay, it's been absent since the beginning. Okay, so this is the evolution of home economics, okay, from America then to our country. So whilst we were listening to it, do you think there are some can you still see my screen?
No.
Okay.
Madam, come again.
I was asking if you can see my screen and then you said no. I wasn't showing my screen, so I was just like, okay, so I just want to see how this history has influenced your knowledge in home economics. Okay, just going along with me. How have you maybe whilst you were listening to it, you realize that okay, it's because of this thing that we still learn this kind of subject. It's because of this thing that we are still into this kind of study. They did have an influence in to your studies, to your knowledge, to a different idea that you got in home economics. Or did you feel at a point feel like there are things that we are not doing that in the olden days they were doing, and then it feels like this thing, if we bring it back, it will help better or strengthen our field. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Oh,
Yes, is there anything like that?
Okay, for my contribution,
Madam.
for the area where they allowed women to be in education? Hello.
Yes, I'm listening, madam. Is it Madam Eunice?
Yes.
I'm listening, madam.
So area like we managing the home right now, they allowed women into education all because they thought most of our duties is to be in the kitchen and cook and then managing the home. But providing this education for us right now, it has broadened our knowledge, and now we are not just managing the home and cooking, but we have different aspects from the home economics, and I think it is helping us right now. Thank you.
Thank you. Right now, you can all testify that we are getting female CEOs. Okay, female CEOs, and then these people are able to manage
Yes.
whatever that they are. So there is the education. Madam Terry, please mute the background for me. Thank you very much. So the education that they gave us the upper hand that at least women are being recognized in this era, that we can even run for presidency. We can even vie to be headmistress of school. We take up leadership positions. Madam Vida,
Yes, please.
you want to say something? Madam Vida. All right,
Yes.
thank you.
Hello.
I mean, I was asking, do you have something to contribute?
No, I raised my hand. That was the first question that you asked when we were about to start
I told
about
you,
home economics.
I've called Madam Vida, sir. Oh, I'm sorry, okay.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry.
Thank you, Madam Eunice, for your contribution. Do I have any from another person? Madam Patience Okansi. Madam Patience. I think she doesn't know she has to use her hand. Oh, okay. So, looking at your slides, the one that you're having right now, okay. I promise to close by 2 o'clock, and then I'm reading time is 1:55. So let me give this thing. You can see that it's something to do at the last section. Let me show my screen so I can see the slide I'm talking about. So I believe you all can see it. I'm getting
Yes.
feedback. Please.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
So you can further challenge yourself on explain how the field of home economics is please start background. Explain why the field of home economics is dominated. So as we are all, let me check whose background is. Please let's check our background. Is it Madam Charity? Thank you, Madam. So you think of why, and then you search for answers to why you think that the field of home economics is female dominated. Okay, and then there's this assignment I'm giving you. You look at the global changes in home economics. Okay, from the history to what we have in Ghana. Okay, what are the global changes that will have you've realized? Okay, you see from the onset, home economics was or they were trying to encourage girls to come to this to be teachers in the school or to have that education. So when you realize why it's female dominated, and then you compare it to right now, is it still the same? Okay, so I'll send you some different there's some different articles for you to read to broaden your knowledge in it. Next week, God willing, same time we'll meet and then we will discuss that before continuing the rest of our studies. Okay, so for now I have to stop sharing my screen and then do you have any question for me? Do you have any suggestions? Do you have anything? It's question and answer time, so you can just raise your hand and then I'll call you and then we have that discussion before we part ways. So enjoy the rest of our day. Weekend.
Madam, so when are we joining again?
It's every Saturday. Have you seen that?
Every Saturday.
Do you have the timetable? Madam,
Yes, I have the time. Yes,
so
I
every
have. I'm talking about the afternoon session.
oh it's 11:50. Am I right? Am I in the whole class?
Hello. Hello.
Oh, the whole class.
Hello.
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 Madam.
Hello, ma'am. Yeah.
Madam.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello. Please,
I'm
I
hearing
want to ask. The slide you have shared, have they contain all we have done this afternoon?
you. Did you realize there was something missing in it? You can just let me know.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, madam. Can you hear me?
I'm asking whether the slide you shared to us with the learners, I
Yes.
wanted to ask whether it contains everything we do this afternoon.
Yes, madam. So for this afternoon,
Yes.
it has everything in it. And then I am asking,
Oh,
did you realize when I was teaching, did you realize that there was something missing in it?
pardon?
When I was teaching, did you realize there was something missing in it?
Please, I can't hear you well.
No,
Wait,
no.
can you all hear me?
Yes.
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 Yes, madam.
The volume. Okay, so Madam Rebecca, your hand is up.
I'm asking whether the slide you shared to us, it contains everything we do for this afternoon.
Yes, madam, it contains everything. And then Madam Rebecca, don't go. Madam Rebecca, don't go.
Madam, please, with one of the implications of the definition that we had from the first unit, it says that home economics strengthens individual and family life through effective use of resource. Find out the changing needs of the family and how to satisfy the needs. Can we also add it that home economics enables the individual to live within his or her means and also to make life comfortable?
That's a very good one. Yes, home economics help you to live within your means. Okay, it helps you to identify the resources you have. Okay, you identify the resources as a whole. Okay, you know that my neighbor has this kind of resources, my sister has this kind of resources, I have this kind of resources, and then how I should live within these resources that I have. The same way she can use that resource she has to utilize to get a better outcome. I can use the same resource to get a better outcome. So that's a very good one, Madam Rebecca. Don't go.
Okay, thank you very much.
I have Madam Charity Dimfa.
Yes, madam. Please, I was asking that the afternoon session, is it over or we will close at 4?
So yes, this is. I am done with the units I am supposed to teach today. Usually I end around 3 or 2:30. Okay, so before we started the class, I had this discussion with the whole class, and I believe you weren't around. I asked if I should greet you, and then you have a break and then we end the class around 3:30 to 4. Or as you continue with my class and then whatever time that I end and you have the rest of the days to deliberate on the questions that I'll give to you so that we discuss with the following next week. And that's what the class has just said, that as you finish with what I'm teaching, and then they can have the rest of the day to themselves. Is that okay with the man?
Yeah. Then we are still asking for Techiman course prep. So, Madam, find a course prep.
So they said, okay, so by now I have a lot of people around. Who wants to be the first representation man?
But the one speaking could do it.
But I'm sorry, I didn't take man.
Please, we've already chosen the course rep for Techiman.
We already chose Richard.
So the person should introduce.
Okay, so Sir Richard.
Madam, yes, madam.
Please contact me and I'll send you. So make sure you introduce yourself. Okay.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, then Sir Richard, let's see your contact so that we can contact you.
Okay, you can tell
Okay,
me.
madam. Okay.
Please say it so that those who are in this mouth can write it down.
Okay, 024 75 48 078. Yes, please.
Please say.
Should I pick the numbers again?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 024
Okay, 024
75 48 078. Yeah, 078.
So those who take him and you can see it and then you contact him so that you add it to the class and then whatever information I share, not just me.
The numbers
I
are.
hear you.
Hello, Madam Manis.
Yes.
Hello, Madam Manis.
I'm listening.
Please, I would like to ask if course rep is still on. Madam Florence.
I'm still
for Zenith.
Okay,
So please, Madam Florence, share your number so that the Zenith people can also get it.
Okay, so Madam Florence, please
please take your time so that they get it.
Please type it in the chat. Hello, Madam Florence.
Yes, madam.
Please type it in the chat. Like what makes
Please,
that done. Can you also use Sarah's number?
So please, I'm mentioning the number 0242
0242
71
39
75. Yes, please.
Please, my Zenith people, are you okay?
Yes, please.
Have you gotten the number? Right.
Yes, madam.
Please go over again. Please go over again.
0242.
Okay.
71
39
75.
Thank you.
So please, you hire me. So I'll create a group and then we all discuss the questions there.
Okay.
All right. Okay. That'll be fine.
Your hand is up. Madam Charity. Madam Eunice.
Madam, my hand is not up. You have answered my question. Thanks.
Okay, then
Madam, please, I wanted to ask. Hello.
Yes, Madam Eunice.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about the history of home economics.
Yes, madam.
If you are to give out the history, are you supposed to start from the olden times, talk about the American things, then come down to now, or you just give out something brief about what home economics has brought and how it started.
Is it because of exams that you are asking this, or for?
Not because of exams, but you know, for
Sure,
your
because of
slides.
exams.
For your
the
for your
slides or
slides,
something.
yes. It started from the American something something.
You see, so you see, before we get to know something, we have to start from the general and then we narrow it to our side. Okay. So that's why we general to know how it came about, so that when I'm speaking to how we are doing it in our country, we can know that, oh, this is how it started, and that is why we too are practicing this way.
Okay.
For exam's sake, I doubt you'll be asked to generate a history of something. Okay. The history is just to inform you how we got here. Okay, or inform some decisions that you make. Okay.
Okay.
I think what I mean is, Madam Teresa.
Madam, Miss, one day we mentioned a sentence. I didn't hear Riverview.
Please, did we get a question for Riverview? Riverview. Madam
Yes,
Teresa, would
please.
you
Yes, please.
Madam Portia.
Yes, Madam Portia. Madam Portia is our post rep. Okay. Thank you very much.
Right. Madam Abigail.
Hello, madam. Please, I would like to find out from Madam Florence. Madam Florence.
Yes, ma.
Florence.
Yes, madam.
Is my friend Florence?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to know.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have anything to clarify again, Mr. Sarachin?
Hello, madam. Yeah, I would like you to throw light on something for me.
All right, I'll do that.
The historical development of home economics in Ghana.
Okay.
There is an aspect of home economics that was mentioned, the laundry work.
Okay.
Which was introduced in 1921. Please, can you throw more light on that? What aspect is that?
Laundry work is washing, okay, drying, folding, ironing, okay, keeping storage of your dresses. So that's what laundry talks about. They taught students, they will teach you the particular fibers each fabric has and how to deal with them. You will get to know the composition of them and then how you can wash them, some things that comes from them, and then how you treat that things to get rid of them totally. How you iron them. Okay, we don't press just like that. They taught us how to do all those things. When we all went to secondary school, you know that some people didn't know how to wash.
Yeah.
People didn't know how to iron. So all these were taught in schools.
So has it been abandoned now as part of the home economics?
I think that aspect is found in the clothing and textiles, and then a section of the management in living too. It has to do with laundry. Yes.
Yes, it's a section of it.
And it's still in existence, I think so.
Okay.
And family resource management. Introduction to resource management.
Okay.
Thank you, Sir Richard.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
So I don't see any hand up right now. So I think we are all okay with what I said. Let's keep God willing. Tomorrow we still have another class with me. Okay. Madam Abigail, do you want to say something?
Yes, please. I just wanted to find out from my colleagues whether we are done for the day.
Your colleagues or from me?
My colleagues. My colleagues.
Yes, so I
You
think
are done. Madam, you
for
are done with
Saturday
yours.
we have
So
to.
I just wanted to know if for Saturday we have only two sections.
Let me clarify this before your colleagues answer. Okay. So we are supposed to end at 4. I can stretch it to
Oh, okay.
4. Then we all close at
Okay.
4. But what I've realized for this year is that if you make it so 4, it get boring at a point.
Yeah.
Okay. And I just think you have to go over some things. So I just give you have my number. And then at these 2 hours, you can sit down and go back over to what we did. At first, I used to make it question and answers for these 2 hours, and then we still have question and answers for these 2 hours. Like I will be asking questions, and then you have it.
Okay.
But
Okay.
if you still want that,
Oh, it's okay.
okay.
It's okay.
Oh, okay, I'm not. Just give me a suggestion.
Oh, okay.
So right now, my class hasn't ended. It ends at 4, so you can still read. And then when you don't understand anything, my number is there. You call me at since my class hasn't ended. You can call me. I'll answer you.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So from your
So we are done for the day.
Please, the Zenith group, I'm still waiting for the rest of our race.
Thank you, madam. God bless you.
Okay, so Lawrence, we'll talk.
Madam, thank you.
Thank you.
Lawrence, try and open the WhatsApp group, please.
I'm waiting for the numbers. I've just gotten to it.
So let them call you.
Okay, so your name.
Hello.
Madam, thank you very much.
Madam, thank you.
Welcome. Okay,
Thank you, madam.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Mindy.
Still waiting.
Oh. See, Becky B.
Hello, please. I want a clarification for tomorrow's program. I learned we are still going online tomorrow, right? Please, can anybody help me? Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Yes, please. For tomorrow's program, we are still going online, right?
I think tomorrow, well, for the fashion students, in the morning will be online and afternoon will be face to face because we'll be having a practical course in the afternoon.
In the afternoon. So the afternoon will be face to face.
Yes.
And then the morning will be online.
Online.
Both for all the centers, right? No, for let's say Senate.
No, I think the food and nutrition will be online so
Okay.
because they do not have any practical course.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. But the fashion design people will be.
Yeah, we will be doing fashion design illustration.
Will be face to face. But the timetable that they put on the main page in the afternoon, let's say from the 11 to the 3:30.
Yeah.
Yes, they only wrote nutrition and food. They didn't bring the
they brought a new one.
They brought a new one.
Yeah, that includes that of the fashion.
Oh, okay. Okay, then I have to go back and recheck again.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay.
Hello, Pashe.
Yes.
After this discussion, then we move to our platform so that we can have one or two things there.
Okay.
Then almost we are done, so we can leave the field. Oh.
Maka trust me here class into. Zenith, I'm still waiting, please. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna page this. Me 8. Me that's 4. No.
I don't know. It seems most of them have left the page.
Please, those are Zenith. Please, if you can't do the WhatsApp, just call me and then mention your name and I'll add you to the group.
Okay.
Auntie Emilia, I think I've gotten yours already.
Yes, please. Yes, I've sent you her. Yes, please. Thank you.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Deep, deep, hallelujah.
Please, do you do clothing and textiles? Auntie Florence.
Ana asase ni so. Say na you. Ana nipa na every so ntia. Pesa na madam mo na so mami. Isi bisa no. Okay, não sei, mas. Aí só ficou dele. Ah, não, quando. Esse só se eu compro o aí. Esse também aqui é um pouco.
Share link into me. It's a daily online.